Hello everyone, I am Miss Robinson, and in this video today it is going to be about the whole book approach. To start off, we are going to look over the book that we are using today called Reading Picture Books with Children, How to Shake Up Story Time and Get Kids Talking About What They See. So the whole book approach, this is to get children engaged while reading books to them rather than just to have them sit there and listen to the book. We do this by taking pauses and ask open-ended questions about the story and the visuals while we read to them. Some examples to point out when asking these questions will be shown in the two books that I will be talking about today. The first book I will be talking about is If You Plant a Seed. The author and illustrator is Kadar Nelson, published by HarperCollins Publishers in 2015. The awards that this book received was California Young Readers Medal nominee, Great Lakes Award nominee, Monarch Award nominee, and Goodreads Choice nominee award. A short summary of this book is the rabbit and the mouse are good friends. They come together and they help each other make this beautiful garden they're planting. Later on, if the rabbit and the mouse plant a seed of selfishness, there's going to be a huge disaster with the birds and just a disagreement. But if they plant a seed of kindness, it will bring more opportunities of friendship and variety with their garden. The next book that we will be using is A Perfect Day. The author and illustrator is Lane Smith. This was published by Roaring Book Press in 2017. The awards this book received was the NPR Best Book of 2017 and a 2018 ALSC Notable Children's Book. So a short summary of this book is the cat, the dog, and the chickadee are all enjoying their day, doing their own activities, and it's just a perfect day for them until the bear comes. When bear comes, it kind of interferes and crushes the other animals' activities, leading it up to being a perfect day for bear. There are 6 aspects that teachers and parents can look for when starting a new picture book with their children and parents to point out. So the first aspect is end papers. This is also known as end sheets. They are pages that are glued to the inside of the boards of the hardcover book. The second one is front matter. These are pages within a bounded book that are situated before the pages of the main text. This is also known as the title page. Number 3 are jackets, also known as book jacket. It's the protective and decorative paper covering that fits over the casing of the hardcover book. Number 4 is the trim size. This is the physical dimensions of the pages of the finished book. Number 5 is the typography. This is the arrangement and the design of the words, such as the weight, the color, the size, slant, framing, formality, all of the above of the format and the font. And number 6 is the page design. So this is the page layout decisions by putting where the illustrations go, where the words in the picture on the pages. So I will be using these 2 books that we talked about earlier and pointing out the examples of these 6 aspects. We're first going to start out with the end papers. As you can see in the photo, this is the book If You Plant a Seed. That tan coloring are the end papers, and it is glued to the hard cover of the book. Also, to the far left, you'll see that cover flap. That is also the jacket of the book. It wraps around the entire hardcover of the book. This is also shown in the book A Perfect Day. That bright yellow color papering are the end papers that is glued to the hardcover, along with that flap on the far left side that is the jacket. Next is the front matter. This is the title page of the books. In both of the books, If You Plant a Seed and A Perfect Day, they both show and have a title page. Next is the trim size. This is just the sizing of the books. In the book, If You Plant a Seed, it is 11 by 11.2, so almost pretty equal. And in the book, If a Perfect Day, it is 10.79 by 8.9, so there is a difference between these two books. Next is the typography. This focuses more on the font of the words. As you can see in the book, If You Plant a Seed, the font is very small, it's minimal and dark, and it's usually found on the open spaces of the pages. Although there is one page where the font is in a white color. This is because the author put the font and the wording over a dark spacing over the pictures. So that way it's easier for the reader to read the words. So children or students can point out, hey, there's a difference. That way I can see and read the words. Typography is also found in the book A Perfect Day. As you can see, the words and the font sizes are very different from the book If You Plant a Seed. This font size and font characteristics, it's a medium size, it's blocky, bolded words. Although there is that one word, was, that is very bolded. The author did this on purpose so that the reader can emphasize that word was. The last aspect is the page design. In the book, If You Plant a Seed, the author really extends that entire illustration to fit the entire page, adding the words in an open space so it's easy for the reader to see that. On another page, the author dissected the page into 4 different parts to illustrate the 4 different scenes. So these are great ways to point out to the students and ask them, hey, why did the author do this? Do you like this aspect? Do you like how the author did this? Some page design with the book A Perfect Day. The author decided on some of the pages to have like a break point, like it dissects the page where it has that blank space to the left and the font and the words are put in the center of the page. Some students might point this out and question why. This would be a great example to flip that and ask the students, why do you think the author did this? Why do you think they did this throughout the book? Another great page design layout the author did was incorporate the words into the illustration as shown in the picture right here. The words are found in the pool in the white part of the water, so it's easier for the reader to see. So a good wrap-up of this video is taking those examples of the 6 aspects and turning those into questions and getting the students curious and wanting more ideas and thoughts. So I hope you take these 6 aspects away from this video and point these out the next time you read books to them. That will be all. Thank you very much for watching.